You are creating the universe. Throughout this series, we have circled around a radical idea that consciousness is not a passive witness to reality, but an active participant in its creation. Now we confront this idea directly. Physicist John Archibald Wheeler, who coined the terms black hole and wormhole, spent his final decades developing what he called the participatory universe. In this vision, observers are not accidents of cosmic evolution, but necessary components of reality itself. The universe does not exist fully until observed. Past, present, and future are shaped by acts of measurement. We do not live in a universe that existed before us and will continue without us. We live in a universe that we are helping to create. Welcome back to The Conscious Observer. In this season finale, we explore Wheeler's revolutionary vision and what it means for your place in the cosmos. John Wheeler was one of the giants of 20th century physics. He worked with Bohr on quantum mechanics, collaborated with Einstein on relativity, and mentored a generation of physicists, including Richard Feynman. In his early career, he sought a purely physical explanation for everything, a theory of everything that would eliminate observers from the equations. But quantum mechanics kept bringing him back to the observer. The measurement problem would not go away. Late in his career, Wheeler reversed course. He concluded that observers could not be eliminated because they were essential. The universe, he proposed, is a self-excited circuit, a loop in which physics gives rise to observers and observers give rise to physics. Neither is prior. Both are necessary. Reality is participatory. Wheeler summarized his vision in the phrase it from bit. Every physical quantity, every it, derives its ultimate significance from information, from bits. The universe, at bottom, is not made of matter or energy, but of information and observation. When we measure a particle's spin, we ask nature a yes or no question and receive a bit of information. The particle's spin does not exist as a definite property before the question is asked. The asking brings it into being. Scale this up, and the entire universe emerges from acts of observation, from questions posed and answers received. Physics becomes not the study of what exists, but the study of what can be known. The universe is not a machine grinding through predetermined states. It is an ongoing conversation between observers and the observed. Wheeler's delayed choice experiment, which we explored in our first episode, was designed to test the participatory idea. In this experiment, the choice of whether to measure which path a photon takes is made after the photon has already passed through the slits. Remarkably, the photon seems to adjust its past behavior based on the future measurement choice. If we measure the path, it went through one slit. If we do not, it went through both. The present observation reaches back in time, shaping what the photon did before the choice was made. Wheeler concluded that we are participants in bringing about something of the universe in the distant past. The past is not fixed until the present observes it. Observation creates retroactively. If observation creates reality, who observed the early universe before observers existed? Wheeler's answer is startling. We did. Observers emerging billions of years after the Big Bang reach back through time and participate in determining the conditions that made their own existence possible. This is a strange loop, an Ouroboros where the serpent swallows its tail. The universe gives rise to conscious beings, and conscious beings give rise to the universe. Neither is the cause of the other in any simple sense. They are mutually constituting, co-arising, entangled across time. This does not violate physics because the influence is not causal in the ordinary sense. It is participatory. The past was not determined until the present observed it, and the present could not observe it without a past that made observation possible. Wheeler went further. He suggested that even the laws of physics might be participatory. In his view, the laws are not eternal edicts written into the fabric of reality from the beginning. They emerged through the accumulation of observations. Before any measurements were made, the laws were indeterminate, mere potentialities. As the universe evolved and observations accumulated, the laws crystallized, becoming the regularities we now discover. This is deeply counterintuitive. We think of laws as governing events, as prior to and independent of observation. But Wheeler inverted this. Events are primary. Laws are patterns we discern in events, patterns that solidify as more events occur. The universe bootstraps itself into existence, laws and all, through the ongoing process of observation. What does participation mean for you? If Wheeler is right, you are not a spectator in a pre-existing universe. You are a co-creator, an active participant in the unfolding of reality. Every observation you make, every question you ask, contributes to the universe becoming what it is. This is not mystical wish fulfillment. You cannot create whatever you want by thinking about it. Participation occurs within the constraints of physics through the structured process of measurement and information exchange. But within those constraints, you matter. Your consciousness is part of the machinery of existence. The universe needs observers to become definite, and you are one of those observers. Your awareness is not a phenomenal foam on the cosmic ocean. It is the very process by which the ocean takes shape. Wheeler loved to say that existence is a series of questions and answers. The universe is not a thing but a process of inquiry. We ask questions by setting up experiments, making observations, attending to experience. The universe answers, but only to the questions we ask. Questions not asked receive no answers. Properties not measured remain indefinite. This gives observation a creative power. By choosing what to measure, we participate in determining what exists. Different questions would yield different universes, different histories, different realities. This is not relativism. The answers are constrained by something real. But what is real is shaped by our interrogation. The universe does not have all its properties specified independently of observation. It acquires properties through the process of being observed. The participatory universe restores meaning to a cosmos that science had drained of it. In the mechanical worldview, the universe is indifferent, operating according to blind laws that neither know nor care about us. We are accidents, our existence without purpose, our consciousness an afterthought. Wheeler's vision is different. Observers are essential, consciousness matters. The universe is not complete without us. This does not answer all questions about meaning. It does not tell us what we should do or what our purpose is. But it places us inside the story rather than outside it. We are not strangers in a strange land. We are participants in an ongoing creation, threads woven into the tapestry that we are also helping to weave. The universe is not something we find. It is something we make together. We have traveled far in this series. We have seen reality dissolve into waves and possibilities. We have seen time frozen into an eternal block. We have seen the self revealed as a construction and consciousness as the deepest mystery. We have asked whether we are simulated, whether machines can think, what happens when we die, and what we can never know. And now we arrive at the participatory universe, the idea that you are not merely observing reality but creating it. This is the vision of John Wheeler, one of the greatest physicists of the 20th century, and it remains the most audacious interpretation of what quantum mechanics might be telling us. You are the conscious observer. Your observation matters. The universe is not finished. It is being made, and you are part of the making. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the deepest questions. Whatever reality turns out to be, you are here, aware, wondering, participating. That is the miracle. That is the mystery. Keep observing.